Peace and Palo Santo six, y'all. Take number 3-4. And here's what's so crazy, y'all. I know this is happening because there is something really important. There's some real important information that I'm about to deliver. And not only, y'all, shit is just deep, okay? First and foremost, I've been under spiritual attack. I've definitely been under spiritual attack. And I just came across some really good information today. Um, if you guys do not know who this person is or follow her on YouTube already, please do it, do it, do it. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Her name is Mystic Beauty, and her channel is called The Cosmic Royal Family. But she shared some information that like blew my fucking mind. Um, I don't want to curse, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to. I really take that back. It's just like sometimes when I'm really passionate about something, curse words come out. Like I don't mean to be like a cursor though, but anyway, um, she said something today that has just changed my whole perspective on how I do things, and basically the importance is of us being mindful, not even just as readers, just us people in general that feel like we have really good relationships with our ancestors or call on the support or protection or guidance from our ancestors. That all of our ancestors were not good people. So as long as I've been doing readings, personal and the personal readings, and for the short period of time that I've been doing readings on YouTube, every time that I do a reading, I say, Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, universe, please give me clear and accurate messages for X, Y, Z. Well, what she brought to my attention was the fact that all of our ancestors were not good people. We have ancestors who were some were rapists, murderers. We don't really know. So when we sit here and we call on the guidance of these people, we have to be mindful. So now, for me, I've decided to switch how I go about things. Is angels and ancestors of the greatest light, love, protection, and healing. That's how I'm going to switch up how I say things. But here's why I know this information is so detrimental. Like, just as I came across this information, I told myself, like, wow, like I want to do a reading for myself on myself, but this time, using that phrase versus just calling on my ancestors. And I don't just call on my ancestors for readings, but even just throughout the day when my energy is a little messed up, my thought patterns are very much so negative. I'm feeling a little bit confused or helpless. Um, I'm just calling on my ancestors versus, without really thinking that, even though what I stand for as a light worker, I stand for love, light, uplifting humanity, trying to lead people to the highest version of themselves, trying to pull people from the darkness into the light. That is what my purpose is. That is what I stand for as a light worker. But we also have ancestors that maybe didn't choose the light path. There's not a light and dark path for no reason. Some people don't choose this for themselves. You get what I'm saying? So, and some of them have been in our lineage. So, for me to sit here and I call on these people, not being mindful of everybody doesn't have the same intentions as me. I'm like, I feel different about some of the readings that I have channeled for myself personally, because it would make sense that somebody would want to deter me from that path if their path doesn't align with mine. So super deep. But y'all, so it's so crazy because I'm thinking of this. As I'm thinking of this, okay, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna do a reading for myself. I'm gonna do a reading for myself, but I'm gonna be doing a reading where I'm trying to channel in messages from, my ancestors who love, support, and genuinely protect me. As I come around here, I come around my backdrop to sit down and do the reading. Y'all tell me why my fucking flat screen falls and cracks and it's broken. I'm like, wow. So I'm starting to get really, I start to get really emotional. First, I'm pissed. I'm pissed off. And then I start to get emotional. Like, I almost wanted to cry. But, not because not one, because I know for a fact that I'm under spiritual attack, but because of the fact of, I think, I do know of people personally who dislike me, who are not, who dislike me and do practice dark magic that could also be sending, who are also sending like spiritual attacks my way. But I also realized what I made myself susceptible to based off what I've been calling into my life. So it just made me really emotional thinking about it. And I started to not even want to do a reading, but I'm like, no, that's exactly what the fuck they want, for me not to show up. And a lot of times that I don't show up, that is why. And what's so crazy is those days where I'm not feeling motivated and I'm not feeling really good, or my thought, I'm just feeling really low and depressed. I am asking my angels and ancestors to transmute my thoughts and emotions. But maybe I'm not asking the right ones. You get what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, it's just something that for us to be mindful of. And then this is how I'm so sure that this was information that I was supposed to share with the collective today. As this is not this will be the second time I've done this video sharing this information. Okay, so as I after I go through my whole little spiel and I go to my African Goddess Rising deck so I can start channeling messages for the collective, the first card that comes out is Secrets Revealed. And guess what happens after that? The fucking computer turned off. The computer turned off. This card flew right out. You guys missed it, obviously, because my computer decided magically to shut down at that exact time. The same way, as soon as I decided to sit down to get some information for myself the right way, being mindful of my words and who I'm calling on, my fucking TV breaks. Well, now that I'm trying to share it with you guys, then my computer shuts off? Is that a coinky dink? No, it's not. A lot of us star seeds and us spiritual beings who are ascending and I genuinely believe this. We are entering the era of, there's going to be a really intense level of balancing of the scales. And it's so crazy because I felt like this during the summertime. I was experiencing a lot of bad luck during the summer, and I just told myself, like, I remember talking to my cousin and I'm like, I really just feel like things are about to balance out. Like everybody who it seems it looks as if they're winning, like genuinely fucked up, cruel, dark soulless people that seem like they've been winning in life. I feel like their time is running up, and it's about to be the time for the people with pure, genuine hearted people. It's time for us to win. I just feel like that's approaching. I feel like all their bad karma is going to catch up, and then the good people that have been putting out good karma, it's going to be our time to shine. I can just feel it. Well, you have to understand that as those times approach, the closer and closer and closer as you get to those times, oh, you're gonna be under some spiritual attack. There's gonna be some people sending some shit your way. But here's the thing for me: I am 1,000% sure that I am very much so highly ranked spiritually. So really, the little shit like my TV being broke, that could be a big thing to somebody else. But honestly, the reality is that's cute. That was cute. That was a cute little attempt for the for somebody's spirit or whatever evil eyes being sent my way to try to interfere or to try to knock me off my path. But fuck it. Such is life, and life is such. So anyway, with all that being said, the Secrets Revealed card was the first card to come out. And it really shook me up when it came out because this is what I feel like it's being revealed. Not just, this message was supposed to be for the collective, not for myself. But that's exactly what's happening right now. A secret is being revealed because I am 1,000% sure that a whole lot of us just call on the support of our ancestors, and we're not being mindful of what our ancestors might have got into. People that like have generation. I know I'm not. I know certain people have heard. You guys have heard of the phrase generational curses. Now, sometimes a generational curse may have come from somebody outside of our lineage, but sometimes the curses came from somebody in our actual lineage. So knowing that and us being mindful of that, we have to be mindful as light workers or just The average person who feels like they connect with their ancestors on a deeper level, or feels like, they call on the support of their ancestors, let's be mindful of who we're calling on, which ancestors we're calling on. We want to be calling on our ancestors of the brightest love, light, and protection. Okay, so let's start adding that before we just, oh, I need my ancestors' support or help. Let's start adding that. Okay, because that's a doozy. And the fact that this video tried to cut off, I know I was supposed to get this across. It was detrimental that I got this across. And honestly, when the computer cut off, I laughed. I got pissed, but I laughed it. In overall laughed it off the same way I have to laugh off the fact that my damn flat screen TV is broken. I just got it. It's so messed up because I actually upgraded it from a smaller TV, and I'm like, I need something bigger. I'm blind. I can barely fucking see from the like sitting on my couch trying to watch my TV. I can barely see it from there. So I need to get something bigger, and it is broken. So it is what it is. We shall prevail. I'm still in good mind, body, spirit, and I'm still showing up the way I was supposed to. And I honestly feel like I'm going to show up a lot more now because I'm mindful of what I'm calling on. When I tell y'all I call on my ancestors almost every day, especially the days that I'm having a bad day. So now being mindful of everybody doesn't have the same intent. All of my ancestors might not have had the same intentions as me. And when they cross over, I mean, if they were dark people before they crossed over, they didn't cross over and walk into the light. They're still dark people as of today, just in spirit form. But yeah, y'all, as that ascension is coming for us people who've been putting out all this good, beautiful love, light, and healing energy, even despite all of the hard times and disappointments we had and heartbreaks that we've had. As that time approaches for our good karma to come around, trust and believe we gonna get tested the most. Actually, that's when we're gonna be tested the most. Okay, so we gotta ride it out. We gotta ride it out and laugh it off. That was cute. And make sure you're just upping it on your protection. Make sure you're regularly saging. Make sure you're keeping some crystals, keeping your crystals, keeping them charged as well. Okay. But let's get into this. The first card we got was Queen of Sheba, Secrets Revealed. And secrets are damn sure being revealed today. That is for sure. And then not even just the secrets of this, like of me figuring out these angels and ancestors. Knowing who I am, that I'm a light worker, somebody who's supposed to heal. I'm a very strong empath, a very sensitive empath at that. As that, I'm very sensitive to energies. I've noticed that I have been sent a lot of um, energy vampires as partners, as romantic partners in my life. I've been sent a lot. Like, um, so yeah, it's just a lot of secrets are being revealed when I look at things in a broader aspect, but not just for myself, but you all as well. But anyway, it says Queen of Sheba. I'm sure you guys have heard of her before. But it says in the Bible, the wealthy Queen of Sheba brings a caravan of gifts to King Solomon. The Ethiopian the Ethiopian holy book reveals that she was their queen Makeda, and that together they sired King Menelik the first, which I'm not sure of who that is. But it says, "Open your eyes. Secrets are being revealed. It is safe for you to see the truth. Your inner vision is crystal clear. You don't know what you don't know. Your creator, ancestors, angels, spirits, and ascended masters are whispering to you. This is divine intelligence. Pay close attention. There are things you do not let yourself see. Allow yourself to be guided. Choose your own path." Goddess declaration, I am connected to the divine. So I'll shade to that message. Oh, first of all, I just pulled one card and stopped, but the reality was I wanted to pull more cards than this. So let me get into that. This deck is already shuffled, but I guess I'll shuffle real quick one more time. Ooh. the brightest love, light, and protection? What is it that the collective needs to know? What is it that their spirit guides, angels, and ancestors of the brightest love, light, and protection want them to know? It's so crazy because that's the first card I got. The Secrets of Veil was the first card I got when I called out. That just kind of failed. It didn't fly out. Um, as y'all know, I take flyers. If you don't know, you know today. See, there we go. So we have divine lineage, and then we have live out loud. It's just really cool to get the divine lineage card when we're talking so deep about lineage and who it is that the lineage that we need to be calling on, which is the divine lineage, not the dark lineage, the divine lineage. Because I'm sure we all have people in our lineage that chose different routes. We got So let's get into it. So the second card we have is Sarah LaCauley. All right. So great ancestor Sarah LaCauley, meaning Sarah the Black, was an Egyptian prophetess and the patron saint of the Romani people. Oral history says that Sarah had the highest divine lineage, and that's exactly what Spirit wants us to be calling on. Or highest divine lineage, not just anybody from her lineage, the highest divine lineage. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, it says your ancestors protect the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is you. Divine ones walk beside and within you. Trust. Your ancestors want to remind you that you are not alone. They are rooting for you. They ask you to honor your spirit guides and call upon the power of the divine, specifically of the divine. Spirit, thank you so much because I knew something was supposed to come out for the collective today. I felt it so strongly. Um, the power of the divine. Create or nourish your ancestral altar or shrine. Bury your ancestors. Speak their name. Your divine lineage ancestors may be blood related or culturally or spiritually connected. Goddess declaration. I am my sister and my sister is me. Beautiful message. That was such a beautiful message. I'm sorry. I'm loving it. I love when stuff resonates the way it's supposed to. Oh, next we have Live Out Loud. I'm so sorry for this glare. Let me fix that. There we go. There we go. There we go. I love these cards, y'all. They're just so beautiful. African Goddess Rising deck. If y'all don't know about them, I got these from Amazon. And what I love about the author of the deck of cards is that she just brings she basically took the time to go back into history and look up these different African goddesses and basically give them a voice. And I think that is just so beautiful. But anyway, let's get to the next one, which is Justine. You know what? Because I don't got time for somebody blasting a ratchetness outside of my window today. Sounds like somebody's pulling out though. Or maybe not. No, they're pulling in. Get the hell out of here. Then you don't live here. Who are you? Anyway. This is precisely why I'm moving. Mm, 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 mm. Today has been a doozy. I just cannot believe my TV fell over and broke like that. Once I finally decided I'm gonna sit down and make sure I'm being mindful of who I call on for these words. Because sometimes I get stuff in my readings and I call on stuff like I pull messages for myself and I'm like, this is like mass like fucking confusion. And for a while now, y'all, I was so sure that I was on this twin flame journey where I've come to like when I say secrets are being revealed for me, just as well as I'm revealing them to y'all, is that I've learned that I've actually not been on a twin flame journey, but I've actually been in an empath and narcissist relationship. And then on top of the fact I have issues with codependency. So the mixture of that and me being an empath and then my ex being a narc, first of all, a narcissistic relationship, a relationship with a narcissist is very identical as to how they describe a twin flame relationship. With this whole the pulling, the push and pull, the you're together and then you separate and then you're this and you're that. I'm just coming to some real realizations, y'all. So yeah, craziness, craziness. But it's so cool because it's giving me the ability to be able to disconnect from that situation. When you believe, when you start telling yourself you're so sure that you're a twin flame, you will continue, even if you guys are going through this supposed separation, because you know they always say that there's a separation process in the twin flame journey. You naturally will hold space for this person so much so you won't really move on with your life. Like you might date a little bit, but you always hold such a great space for this person that you won't really connect with somebody else. And when I sit there and I thought about my twin flame relationship and how much it drains me, I'm like, there's no fucking way this was my twin. And the reality is he was not. So to those of you who are aware of the twin flame relationship or feel like you are a twin flame, please take the time to look up um narcissists, people with narcissistic personality disorder. Look that up and see if those traits fit more heavily to that than it does the twin flame. Because y'all, I'm not gonna lie, my mind has been blown. Okay, at least for the last 2.5 years, I have been sure that the person that I've been so deeply in love with, and I have allowed to, oh my gosh, like really make me question my worth so much was my twin flame when I'm coming to the realization that he's just a narcissist. So please take the time to look into that, y'all. And you know, I know this is off topic, but I just I feel like when spirit, like I feel like I'm supposed to like what I've been experienced so much in my life, hardships to heartbreak to from childhood till now, um that I know for a fact that I'm supposed to be a catalyst. Like I was supposed to experience the things that I've experienced and still be this beautiful person of love, light, and happiness and healing. That I was supposed to use this information and these different things that I learned to share and help other people. That is what my purpose on this earth was. Okay? So, yeah, certain things I just want to share. I share my personal experiences because I feel like certain things I'm supposed to experience because spirit knows who I am. On a soul level, they know who I am. And they know that, you know, you have people that have experienced certain things that I've experienced or far less than what I've experienced, and it's turned them cold. Surprisingly, I managed to still be this beautiful, light, bubbly. I love to see love. I love love. Even when I don't receive, I'm not receiving it myself. That who else better than someone like myself, right? To get these messages across, to try to help people. But anywho, Yasigi. So Yasigi has the reputation of being free-spirited party goddess for the Dogon people of Mali. She was the very first Yasigan, the Yasiganess, or woman empowered to participate in the mass dances. I've never seen this card before, but it says express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice and magic. Express your you-ness. The way you express yourself won't make everyone happy, and that's okay. You're not meant to. Living out loud and self-expression look different for everyone. For outgoing extroverts, self-expression may mean dancing on tables and screaming your points of view. Introverts may speak out in other ways and save the louder parts of their personalities for loved ones. Goddess declaration, I am free to express myself fully. So love your Eunice. Don't ever feel like you have to keep yourself small and fickle or because somebody may perceive you this way or that way. Be yourself. Be 1,000% authentically you because there are somebody that is going to love every piece and part of you. Like, what would life be if we were all the same? I feel like there's so many people that I know that they have like these deep down desires or talents that they may not ever explore in this lifetime simply because of how it may be perceived by somebody else. But picture being on your deathbed and saying, damn, all my life I wanted to do this, but I never did because how somebody's going to perceive me. But the reality is that now you're on your deathbed by yourself and none of these people are around. None of these people who you gave a fuck that you cared about how they view you. I have to stop cussing, y'all. I'm so passionate, but because 25 on a timer. But I'm so passionate about a lot of the things that I say that it makes me cuss. I don't just have like a potty mouth. I'm just passionate. I'm just really passionate, but because I'm on YouTube, I have to learn how to use my discernment when it comes to curse words. But anyway, um, yeah, like imagine being on your deathbed and like there was all these different things that you wanted to do that you never explored simply because how somebody may have perceived it. When the reality is that when you leave this life, you leave alone. None of those people will actually be around. So who gives a heck how they feel or how they may view you? Like that's what makes the world go round. Anyway, having these different personalities and perspectives and stuff like that. That's what makes the world go round. Picture if we were all the same. Life would suck so hard. Life would suck so hard. Life would suck so hard. But I think these messages have been very, very much so beautiful. But collective, this is what I have for you today. I probably will tune in later today with another message. But I do want to hurry up and get this out and across because I don't want nothing weird to happen, like my computer shuts off or something, and I don't get to get these messages to you. So I love you. Peace, love, and blessings. And